Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. That quiet start to your morning has disappeared. It's no longer quiet. It is busy. We have a couple of problems to tell you about. First off, starting off with the westbound 401 heading out of Durham Region. As per usual, we have delays from about the 412 to approaching Salem. And then once we get in towards Scarborough on the westbound 401, we're looking at delays from Nielsen to Kennedy, alternately express and collectors. First up on our list of problems, westbound 401 ramp to the northbound 400, right lane blocked by a stalled vehicle. You can see the flashing lights there. It's not really adding to any delays right now, but it definitely will be a problem, and it is a visual distraction. Second, we have this issue on the westbound 401 west of the 427 in the collectors. The right lane is blocked by a stalled vehicle. MTO and emergency crews are currently on the scene. No major delays there. And this is a bigger problem on the eastbound Gardner, so heading in towards downtown. We actually have two problems. So before we even get to this, approaching Jameson, we're hearing two right lanes are blocked with a crash. It's jammed from Parklawn. And then this problem on the eastbound Gardner approaching Spadina, the ramp lane is blocked with a collision. You can see emergency crews are also on the scene. Very heavy delays on the eastbound Gardner heading into downtown. So very busy between last report and this report. That's a look at your traffic. Now sending things out to Frankie, who's looking at some cool lights.
Yeah, Steph, this is one big sunflower. One big sunflower. Of course, we're at the Toronto Light Festival this morning, taking it all in. You're going to see some sunshine today, not a sunflower, of course. We're in January. Let's take a look what we got for current conditions this morning. Temperatures this morning sitting right around -6 at Pearson. Through the downtown core, we're about -4 to -5 on average. If you're in the wind this morning, it'll feel closer to -12 up to Pearson. If you're out of the wind, of course, you'll have that temperature of -6. Now, satellite system shows us that we're going to be into some mainly sunny skies for today, then some cloud cover as we work our way through into tomorrow. Your daytime high today is going to be right around +1, as a matter of fact. Tonight down to -3. Tomorrow you'll see temperatures right around 2 degrees under the cloud cover, and we'll stay at 2 degrees on Friday. And I should warn you, Saturday it looks like we could see some snow again. Right now, early forecast models show for Saturday between 2 to 5 centimeters. That's the look at your forecast. Now back to the station for a look at your news.
Thank you, Frank. And we're following a couple breaking news stories when it comes to transit. First up, GO Transit this morning, a fire investigation that stopped trains from going in and out of Oshawa Station. They are now about to resume. So crews have just cleared the scene. Trains will start running again in just a couple minutes' time. They were temporarily starting one stop down at Whitby because of this investigation. Seeing delays 10 to 15 minutes. Things should be getting back to normal. You may still see a bit of a lag, a delay in some of the service here, but when it comes to the investigation, that has now since cleared. And we are also just following this one here, and this is the TTC problems here on line 2. Right now, there is no service on line 2, Bloor Danforth, between Ossington and Jane. This is all because of a mechanical problem. Only thing we know is that shuttle buses are running right now. We don't know how long this is going to last. We'll get you some more information on that as soon as we have it. 6:34 is your time right now. To other news, a 19-year-old man in stable condition after allegedly being stabbed by a man of the same age who police say lived in the same group home. It happened near Lawrence and Morningside a bit before 8 o'clock last night. The victim, stabbed in the abdomen. Police quickly scoured the area, calling in the K9 unit to help out. A short time later, with a number of calls and tips from the public, police nabbed that suspect.
There were numerous phone calls in from citizens in the area who had noticed this suspect jumping fences and in specific areas, which assisted us in locating the suspect.
The 19-year-old suspect, who has not been named, due in a Scarborough court today. The impeachment trial against Donald Trump gets down to business today with opening arguments from the prosecution and the defense expected. Now, the first day of the trial bogged down in hours of arguments about the rules to be followed during the trial. Trump faces 2 articles of impeachment, one for allegedly asking Ukraine to help investigate a political rival, the other for allegedly obstructing justice. Now, even if he is found guilty, the Republican-dominated Senate isn't likely to call for his removal. A sitting U.S. president has never been booted out of office. In northwest Syria, Russian-led airstrikes killing at least 18 people today. Rescuers say many victims are civilians, including a family of 8 with 6 children. A ceasefire in this area collapsed days ago. The Syrian government now carrying out a major offensive to clear out rebels, but activists accuse Damascus of targeting everyone indiscriminately. Tens of thousands fleeing toward the border with Turkey. Opening statements expected today in the trial of former movie producer Harvey Weinstein. And this comes more than 2 years after he was accused of sexual abuse and rape by using his influence to take advantage of women. The allegations sparking the Me Too movement. At least 100 women have publicly accused him, but in the New York court, the allegations will be based on the accounts of 2 women. Weinstein has denied these allegations. If convicted, the 67-year-old could spend the rest of his life in prison.